So even on this little baby bare root tree,
Just stepped in it. I'm tired.
this is the best way of all to plant a tree. I mean, this is going to make the healthiest tree. All of us will be dead. Even his kids and grandkids are going to be dead. And this tree will still be here probably. Because we started it out with the best possible root system. And so these little bare root trees, they've been grown in some field and have developed the proper root system. And so it's going to have the best anchor for hurricanes and just the right structure to be here longer than anything else that you would have bought in a 3-gallon or 15-gallon or 100-gallon pot.
This is basswood.
This is a basswood. It's going to make another nice shade tree. And real interesting little seed pods. And the pollinators love it. Bees love it.
So
I'm going to
it's
want
slow
some
growing.
water. I'm going to want some watering can. You know, put its roots out where they want to be. And since the roots are so fine, you're going to need like a really, that's why I'm breaking these clods up, because you want just real fine soil particles to go in between these roots. And because the roots are so fine, you really can't do it with your fingers very well. And so in this case, we'll use a little bit of water to get it to make the soil particles find their way in between all these little roots. So that water is mainly just to drive out, because I'm trying to get it in between all these little roots. The water is to drive out air pockets or whatever that are down there. You don't want any air pockets that would be trapped. I'm not watering it just to water it.
The soil looks a lot different here than what was over in the other hole.
A little different, but it's both very nice Indianhead soil. To me, it's most of this neighborhood is a nice loamy sand.
A little different color, isn't it?
Yeah.
I really like the way you're using the handle of the shovel. You know, I never really thought of that.
Yeah.
So you're still planting it so that the soil's at that first branch?
Right, that little root flare there.
Yeah, just it's so hard to see from here, but
Yeah, because some people, kind of think that, well, I'll just add another inch or two of soil on top to help it out. And it looks like this one we're not going to have enough soil to really make a decent reservoir, since we didn't have soil displaced by that big root system.
Will squirrels eat these little saplings?
No, squirrels don't. They're not interested in eating plants usually. A deer would, yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is the sod that I dug up from here, but we can use it. It looks like to maybe finish a little basin.
I love how the tag is so bold and declaring itself.
Right.
Boldly.
Letting the weed eaters know something's here.
I may be small, but I'm a basswood.
A badass wood.
Badass.
And this, I didn't throw this bark in the hole because I would rather have this real, true soil down there by those roots. And so in terms of like an amendment to the soil, I didn't want to add this. There's not going to be nothing wrong with it as a mulch on top a little bit. And now we'll put a bunch of oak leaves on it. No faster, yes. But you might give it a year, at least a year, just to let it put its energy into growing roots. Because if you dump a bunch of fertilizer with nitrogen in it, it's going to want to, that makes the top of the plant grow. Leaves and stems, nitrogen. And so, you know, you don't want this thing shooting up a big stem like this and not have enough of a root system to support it in terms of sucking up enough nutrients and moisture over. So let it spend its first year or two just making roots. That's the most important thing of our roots.
So when you do fertilize eventually, do you want to do it not close to the plant but further out? So
Yeah.
those outer roots get more
Right,
of the-
right. You know, yeah, 5 years from now, you'd be fertilizing like an area 10 or 15 feet in diameter probably. Right now, if you fertilize 2 years from now, you might only fertilize it just to wherever you think the roots might be in a couple of years.